What's going on, guys? It's Chev, and welcome back finally to some XDefiant. It's been a few months since we were last able to play some XDefiant. I'm sure that there's been a whole lot of tests and stuff that have been going on with the game. They've been trying to get the game out as soon as possible in an actual working state. They would rather the game come out a little bit later and have it working than rush it to put it out and then, you know, just immediately fail with like game-breaking issues. So real quick before we get started, if you guys are excited for some XDefiant in the future, let me know down in the comment section and by leaving a like on this video. And if you're new here, subscribe. I upload basically every single day. We got Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, a bunch of games and events coming out week over week for pretty much the rest of the year. So now this test today, I'm only going to be able to play for like probably only like an hour or so, because first, this actually lasts from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's only 6 hours. It's a 6-hour window to play some XDefiant against other people that could just join. On PC specifically, it's not cross-platform at the moment. It's only a small little test to test the whole public test realm thingy. We went with super light, fast mag, rear grip is quick draw, and then we went with collapse stock. This right here, movement speed. If you want a movement speed SMG, this one right here. So this game has a bunch of movement and other things like that in it. So the way that this game works is kind of works like a momentum kind of thing, similar to Titanfall, but not exactly like Titanfall. But your movement speed absolutely has an effect on like your slide canceling and just your overall speed in the air and directional changes and stuff like that. It's really, really big. So we want to go pretty lightweight on most things. So lightweight, super light, reflex. We don't need a magazine. Rear grip is quick draw, and the stocks on this one aren't that great, so we just left it like this. I think start to see a pattern here. All of them have pretty similar builds, at least for, you know, the way I prefer it. Probably one of my favorite weapons in the game was the AK, so I think I went with the reflex sight, made the shooting way easier on the AK, a fast mag, and then I think I went with the folded stock for movement speed. So this thing basically gave me like, put me in kind of the realm of SMG speed, but still has the range and competitiveness at distance. This was like the all-purpose AK for me. Actually, I think I went with the pistol grip on the AK. I could be wrong. I think I went pistol grip actually. So attack 50. We go muzzle booster for the rate of fire increase, lightweight barrel, quick draw of course. These other stocks weren't really worth it. Like the lightweight stock sounds nice, but it's not. So I think I just went with padded stock. It just made the shots easier to land. But you kind of get the gist of it. Most of these, besides this AK, I mean, a lot of them have pretty much the same, give or take, you know, if an attachment isn't available for the weapon itself. I got right into a match as soon as I searched it. We vote arena. Oh man, it's so nice to actually play a well thought out arcade experience. Of course everyone's gonna vote arena. Why not? Especially for first games. Oh yeah. Trying to figure out which one I want to play with first. I don't think I want to snipe. I can speed it up, but not that much. And then the M44. It's not that bad, but you kind of have to treat it like the ballista from Black Ops 2, where you really got to hit him upper chest. But the movement in this game isn't like Black Ops 2, where it was a lot easier to land the shots on the chest. Upper chest especially. It's not just like right here. I'm talking right up here, like near the collarbone. Oh shit, new menu. And then you can just pick them right here. Okay, let's go with the AK, all purpose. And we'll see how Libertad is, if it's still strong or not. But what's nice is all of my settings saved. Yeah, I remember the movement already. Oh yeah, I remember this. I was absolutely terrified I would end up losing all of my settings and stuff when I switched over. I thought it would just reset all of my stuff, but it actually saved all of it. Although I did save screenshots of all of my settings, so. Oh man, yeah, the AK, this build is so good. You got the movement, you got the range. Oh yeah, double. I mean, the game feels smooth. It's always ran really great. Controls feel good. Got every setting imaginable in this game. I am noticing it's a lot easier to recognize where you're being shot from in the game now. That was one of the bigger issues with the game, where you couldn't really tell where you were being shot from sometimes because the notification for getting shot, it wasn't all over the screen, but it also wasn't entirely clear. But now they redid the markers, it seems like. Unless I'm misremembering.
Multiple kills.
Why didn't I use Remedio? I forgot how strong that was. Why was I not using Remedio? All the maps on this game are so good too. When I'm looking at these, I'm like, Noodleplex, yeah, I like that. Liberty, I enjoy Liberty as well. I think I'm going Liberty, but Noodle will probably win. It is, yeah. I genuinely wish I could play this shit for the entire 6 hours that it's here, but I can't because I literally have to make a video on it. So people have been talking about the release window of this game a lot, and if you go and look over at Mark's Twitter, actually, he's been communicating absolutely everything that has been happening. I don't know a release date or anything. I don't know any extra, you know, info or anything like that, so don't, you know, look look at me. I don't know when it's coming out, but to be honest with you, at this point, as I'm thinking about it, it doesn't even really matter when it comes out now. I stressed it before that it was really important that they went and, you know, released the game before Modern Warfare 3 type of shit, because even though it's not entirely their intention to go and compete with it, the thing is, I'm not playing this game just to, like, replace Call of Duty. I'll straight up just play them both.
Enemy dead.
Oh, man.
Serves them right.
I really like all the level ups and all that stuff that's appearing on screen. I don't remember it last time. I think that's all new. Looking polished, looking good. Oh yeah, P90 feels good too. Per bullet, it's not a ton of damage, but feels good.
Stop the zone contested.
The guns feel so good on this game. Holy shit. Are you guys really trying to win this game like that? Because I can sit on the objectives.
Capture it. You did what we came here to do.
Playing this game, I feel like I was hit with a shot of adrenaline. Like, my hands are moving faster than I'm used to. I hope camos and shit like that pop up as well when you unlock them. Or at least, like, some sort of notification whenever you go and hit gold and silver and all that shit. I mean, Libertad is definitely weaker, but it's still prevalent just because healing while fighting is just still one of the most useful things out there. Yeah, even the full-on ult right there isn't even broken anymore. Before, you would be able to literally tank like 4 people shooting at you at once. Given, I mean, I didn't move that much right there, but still. Adding the movement plus the regen is really what makes it hard to kill people on Libertad. Let's try the MP7 out. Haven't had any connection issues yet. No weird bugs or glitches or anything. Performance seems like it's the same. I have a browser open over here, so... Shooting my body? You have 23 kills. Who are you? Oh, man. The fact that you can airstrafe is so fucked in this game. Oh, man. Yeah, the MP7 just shreds. Feels so good. Oh, man, this game feels so good. I can't even... I don't even know how to explain what's going on in my brain right now. Everything's just clicking and firing. It's actually crazy. Even though this is my, what? I don't know how many, what hour it is of me playing this game. It's insane how familiar this game feels. From the point to where I got on it and to where I took the breaks and then got back on, every single time that I get back on this game, it immediately all starts clicking and firing, and I go through the same emotions and all that shit over and over and over again. Every single time. It feels so good. I know a lot of people are thinking, like, you know, what's gonna happen if Modern Warfare 3 is out at the same time? And it's like, the case is, it's probably going to be that case, right? The thing is, Call of Duty always has like this, I don't know, 3-4 month lifespan kind of deal. And this game is different from Call of Duty. It's just mechanically, it feels very Call of Duty. And it still falls within the whole arcade shooter realm. But we really just didn't have enough arcade shooters to begin with. This is the genre that I really enjoy. In terms of FPSs, I really enjoy these arcade shooters, especially Respawn arcade shooters. I don't like the whole, like, one life mode, gimmicky one life kind of thing where you can, you know, go and do, like, a little bit of a cheese strategy in order to, you know, catch somebody off guard and then they're out for the round or for the entire game or whatever. I'm just not really into that game mode because it leaves for chances for you to not even react or have any type of skill expression. Kind of like, you know, search and destroy modes and things like that where you can just kind of hide and catch somebody off guard and actually benefit from playing that way. Respawn, you can't really get away with doing that the entire time. You have to engage. I haven't sniped at all on this game in I don't know how long, so. If these guys are like super sweaty and shit, I might not be able to snipe, but we'll see. Oh my god, wait, this shit feels so smooth. I forgot how good the sniper rifle feels. What the fuck? Hold this. Especially if both of these games have a whole bunch of movement and shit like that and the aiming is really similar, I feel like you could just be a monster at both of these games at the exact same time. Call of Duty gets boring, I go to XDefiant. XDefiant gets boring, I go to Call of Duty. If they're both boring, shit, I'll go play Mortal Kombat. I mean, depending on how quickly I can edit this video, I could actually play for a couple more hours. This is PC only, so I assume it was gonna be a little bit more sweaty, but coming back to this game, it's just how I remembered it, and also a little bit more polished. A lot of the other, oh, thanks for the thumbs up. There's more things popping up on the screen. It's also really nice if it's it's a possibility that this test server thing kind of stays up to test content before it comes out. It kind of reminds me of like the PTR on like Diablo or League of Legends or something like that, where you can actually go onto a server, try the new things before the new things actually come out into the real actual game. So instead of it being the case where developers themselves did some testing and stuff like that and thought that this is how a certain thing needs to be balanced or whatever, as soon as the players get a hold of it, there's a possibility, a very, very big possibility, that out of thousands of players that can play the game, they'll find something to either use, broken, something that's wrong with it, all that stuff, as opposed to a smaller dev team. Even a team of hundreds of devs are still not going to be able to do the insane amount of work that it would require for just a few thousand people to just accidentally run across. So having a test server is actually really, really good. And also, this is showing that there's good signs that the game is absolutely playable, and whatever, you know, else that they're going through at the moment, whatever they're dealing with at the moment, whatever they're adjusting, whatever kind of step that they need to take in the whole publishing process, all that stuff, it shows that the game seems pretty close to ready. Maybe they do some sort of strategic hold off until the beginning of next year. I don't really know. Because the truth is, I mean, Call of Duty comes out in November. They probably don't want to release around the same time, but they only have so much time left before that's the case. They could release it around the same time and just say, fuck it. It is free to play. It'll always be accessible. And after the 3 or 4 month period of Call of Duty, the whole Call of Duty cycle will begin, depending how good or bad, you know, the game is received anyway. People are still burned from Modern Warfare 2. And even though Modern Warfare 3 is fixing things, people are still wary. This game is free to play. The Call of Duty multiplayer experience is not. So XDefiant does have its advantages. They have a whole bunch of content planned. They talked about it before with their whole roadmap and all that stuff that they had before. All the plans that they had, all the maps, all that shit. People talk about this every single time, XDefiant being the Call of Duty killer. It doesn't need to kill Call of Duty. It's just nice as an arcade FPS player to have more arcade FPSs to play. I'm just saying, if you're not a fan of this kind of shit, then, I mean, that's on you. You know, you go and play BR or whatever. To be fair, I think if you're deep into BRs at this point, maybe, for your own sake, maybe try some things outside of the realm of shooters. In general. Just maybe. I'm putting the idea out there for you guys. Try some other things. There's more to life than BRs. I promise. The dream would be to unlock the mastery camos over on Call of Duty and then also unlock the mastery camos over on XDefiant and just be an absolute geek lord loser. I like the sound of that.